Cold brew, macchiato, latte, americano.
Iced tea, hot tea, milk tea, fruit tea. We're your hosts, Yvette Tan and
Mary Kim, and this is the Coffee or Tea Podcast.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Coffee or Tea Podcast. These are your hosts. We are your hosts, Yvette Tan
and Mary Kim. Woo! And we finally made it to the last episode. I just realized that if you've been watching us on YouTube, you'll notice we're wearing the same outfits from episode 1 and episode 6. But it's because we wanted to record our intro after the fact. Now we're recording our last episode just to kind of recap this last season and our thoughts and experiences with it. We are so thankful for everyone who tuned in episodes 1 to 6.
And also so thankful for everyone who decided to be on our podcast.
Oh yeah, we thank you so much to our guests. And speaking of our wonderful guests, we just want to go through our episode highlights.
Yeah, just like kind of talk about what we talked about and what we learned, and just kind of reflect back on our episodes. Our interviews.
So let's start with our first guest, Esther. She is a very close friend, and we loved talking to Esther.
We always love talking to
her.
Esther.
Her personality is just so bubbly.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And I think we were just talking about this before we started recording, but her story about salmonella in middle school cracks me up.
Hilarious.
Esther is she's gone through some weird stuff in her life, but she laughs about it.
Yeah.
Which makes us laugh about it.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I've noticed that sometimes I'll laugh at people's pain, which is kind of like not like emotional pain, but I think physical pain. Sometimes
it's like slapstick humor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
And Esther laughs at her pain too.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good.
Yeah. And we would love to have Esther back for season 2, just to hear her progress in her career. If you haven't listened to her episode, we highly encourage it. It was good. It was comfortable.
She was applying for vet school.
Yeah.
I just finished applying, sending in all her applications and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
she just sent her applications and she's going through interviews, and we're excited to see how that unravels for her. But we love Esther. She was able to share a lot about her grad school application process, right? And just kind of what led her to her passions for animals. Is there any other highlights that you had from that episode?
She also works so hard.
Yeah.
Like, she's volunteering to go feed parrots at like 7-something
a.m.
Like an hour away from her place.
Yeah.
Like,
she actually said, she texted me this morning, she's actually freeing some of the parrots back into the wild.
Where?
It's like southern eastern San Diego County.
Okay.
But if you are in this area and you start seeing colorful birds flying in the air, it's because they're free now.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's cool. You're not going to
cool.
see seagulls, you'll see parrots.
Very nice.
Yeah, so
Esther's doing good work out
She's
there.
doing good
She's
work.
living her passion.
She is doing her best.
I know.
And we love that. So we love Esther. We hope to have her back in season 2. Let's talk about episode 3. Episode 3 was with Phil, and
who is Mary's
my boyfriend. And if you don't recall, he is a pastor at a local church in San Diego. And he shared a lot about his life as a pastor, his process through seminary, his calling, and he also shared on a different side of things about just his immigration story, how he moved to a lot of places, right? So he was born in Korea, moved to Orange County, lived in different parts of Orange County, and now is here in San Diego where we met. And I think he just talked a lot about not just him moving around a lot, not just his seminary and calling experience, but also just all the jobs he had before
that.
Yes. Yeah.
And even his, he also talked about his call to ministry and how he was led to like this path that he's on now.
Right.
And it's a really crazy story. Like he basically lived in his car for a while. Yeah. But like God was so gracious to him, knew what he wanted to do, knew what he, like was in the plan. Yeah. And he like basically helped him out.
What we can get out of that podcast episode is that if this is really God's calling for you, and not just ministry, but anything in life, God will make a way, you know? Like, you don't have to be anxious and worry, because God will open doors for you if it is in his will, right? And if you are faithful and persevering through it. And so I think that's something that we can really test about Phil, is that God really opened doors for him. And even when he was at his lowest, like a Job moment, right? Even when he lost everything, God provided. And so I really loved that episode. I think it was a lot about our faith, and trusting in God. And if you're listening to this and you're not Christian, like, we encourage you to talk to your Christian friends, because just because you have differences doesn't mean you can't communicate about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and we love our faith in our community, and we hope we can share more about that in our next season.
And we're all human. We all have similar experiences, ways we can connect to each other. So, yeah.
If you are, you know, in that place in your life where you're wondering not just about your ministry calling, but just your calling in general, definitely recommend this episode. It was good, and Phil is a few years older than us, so I feel like he has that wisdom too that maybe we don't have right now, you know? And so I think it's cool to see someone kind of pass the quarter life crisis. Yeah.
We are definitely entering into the quarter life crisis right now.
It gives you peace of mind knowing it works out for people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we can know that at some point the quarter life crisis is going to be gone.
Right.
Anyway, so, yeah.
And so we love that episode. Our last guest filled up 2 episodes, because we just had such good conversation. And it was with Alexandria Ortega.
Heck yeah.
She is wonderful. We met her in college, and she gave us the honor to share about how she came to be in the education field, right? Teaching and working with elementary students. And we really enjoy just hearing about her passions and how she got there.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like she also kind of went into this path a little later. Not like that late, but like later in her college career. I don't remember what she was making.
Well, that's another great thing, is we talked about her transitions from what she thought she was going to do to where she is now. And she started with engineering. She started with mechanical engineering.
I do remember this.
Yeah, and then she briefly did civil, I think, which is what I do. And then she jumped on the education board. And we are so thankful for that, because she is so well suited for her job. She talks a lot about that career change, which is a huge topic for a lot of people our age, right? We're always questioning, is this the right path for me? And I think Alexandria went through that same process, and she talks about how she got to where she is now. Yeah.
It's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
And we get to hear a little bit about how it is being a teacher, navigating those relationships with her students. So, tune in if you're interested in just the life of a teacher.
Right. And I think why this episode ended up becoming 2, right? Why it ended up being so long is because we also talked about things outside of career. We talked about friendships, right? Our values as being people in their mid-20s and how that's formative for us. Our faith. I think there was just so much that we talked about that it was kind of, it just flowed. It flowed naturally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're such good friends that like very comfortable talking about anything.
Right. It was pretty great.
Yeah, it was.
We had coffee, we had pastries.
We had a lot of cookies.
It was a good girl talk. It was a good girl talk.
So you'll see Alexandria for episodes 4 and 5.
Yeah, 4 and 5. And so those were our 3 guests. It just flew by.
Yeah.
You know?
We're so grateful to them for coming on our podcast. Being so willing. Even Alexandria, when she told me when she heard that we were going to do a podcast, she was like, I'm probably going to be a guest. And I was like,
Like, we, honestly, like, because we're nobodies, right? We're just normal people living the 9-to-5 life.
But we love connecting with people. We love talking to people, getting to know their stories.
And we're so thankful that, you know, even though we don't have, like, huge connections to celebrities or whatnot, I feel like our guests are very relatable people that anyone can listen to. And
and they have their own, like, experiences, insights, things they've learned, wisdom that we can learn from, I think. So, yeah, it's always great talking to new people. Or not new people for us, but I hope you guys would have had, you as the listeners have learned some things from the podcast episodes that we've had.
So if you enjoyed season 1 and episodes 1 to 6, stay tuned for season 2. I think we're really excited to move forward and have more people on our podcast, people who come from different moments of their lives and different careers. And if you want to be a guest, if you want to come out and you feel like you have a story to share,
you're so welcome.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah, we would love to have you on for season 2. We are looking for guests right now.
Yeah. And if you're in the San Diego area, even easier.
Ideal, unless you're Tom Hiddleston or Tom Holland or any of the Toms. We will come to you. We will find a way to come.
We need to make money to afford them plane tickets. So
help us out. Think of us as charity work.
Help us out. Like, comment, subscribe.
Shout out to the Toms. Shout out to the Chris's. Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Chris Pratt.
You kill me, man.
Shout out to the Zendayas.
Shout
out to the Trevor Noahs.
Oh yeah. We saw Trevor Noah last week.
It was great.
What a dude.
Oh my gosh, he's hilarious.
He is. But I will say, I want to see like an Asian American comedian. Yeah.
We hope we get those guests. Please come through. We loved season 1. We're really excited for season 2.
We are very excited for season 2.
And if you like us, remember, like,
comment,
subscribe,
follow.
Yeah.
Keep watching.
And, we'll continue posting bi-weekly. When season 2 comes out, you'll know. We'll make a little announcement about it. And,
yeah. We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
To all 10 of you, whoever you
come hang out with us.
Come hang out with us.
Hang out with us.
Follow us on Insta. We'll put
we'll put our tag.
Our what is it?
Handles
here. And we're excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thanks so much for listening.
See you guys in season 2.
Bye.
Cut.